Hey guys, thank you for joining the breakout session. Today we're talking about worship and what it means to us, what it means to you. My name's Anthony. This is my wife, Sunny.
Hi.
And so we'll start off with you. What does worship mean to you? What is it? What is worship?
Okay, well, one way I kind of look at worship is like a parent. I'm a parent. We have kids together, and we have a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. So we've experienced a lot of things with them, and I feel like it's kind of like when they come to us as parents, they're excited about something to share with us. Maybe we're a little distant because we've asked them to do something that they haven't done yet, and they are coming kind of like in surrender, and they're finally like, let's fix this, and we do. And I feel like God's kind of like that, and worship's like that. So when we do worship, for me at least, I feel like it's a time where I come to God and maybe I surrender because maybe I've been fighting him on something, or maybe I'm so excited about something he's doing in my life or something upcoming, and I want to just rejoice with him about it. Or I'm just so in love with him. I want to share that with him in that moment in his presence. I feel like it's a lot like that for me. What about you?
Yeah, that's good. So basically running to your parent, running
Yeah.
to your father. You always know where to go to find God. It's through worship, and it's not just uh, you know instruments and on Sundays. It can be like basic stuff, right? Like even singing around the house, even just singing it in your mind. These words, like uh, anything, holy water, anything that you're just reaching out to Him, and it just does something to you. It affects your day. It affects your mood.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like running to God, and I like that. That's awesome. The other thing too is it worship inspires change to me, right? So I play guitar. I've grown up playing music, not in the church. I was playing with a bunch of hippies and doing a lot of bad stuff I shouldn't be doing, and I came to I found God found me here. I came to Valley, and I started in the worship band, and I wasn't, any good at. I wasn't like, I just got saved. I just, was trying to do this life, just like a lot of us were trying to. Struggles are real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And through worship, I was, man, it changed me. It changed the whole process of worshiping. Actually, for those of you that have the musically inclined and you guys know how to play and sing, don't be ashamed. Even if you're learning, don't be ashamed to play, because it changes you, and it changed me. I went to rehab because of it. I got clean. I mean, I stopped my
Saved our family.
It saved our family. Mm-hmm. It saved our marriage. It does all kinds of. It's crazy that it inspired me to change. And there's days where I don't even want to worship. There's days where I don't even want to go and practice, or I don't even want to put on worship music. And don't let it be based by your feelings.
Because worship isn't about us.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we've done. It's about God and what He's done. And I think that's so important. And it took me a long time to learn that no matter what is going on in your life, even if you're really not doing well, worship God because He's good. Not when you're doing good, but because He's good in what He's done in your life for you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's so important, right?
Yeah, I love what in the Bible, in the Old Testament, David says, he goes dancing around the street, right? And he says, "I'll be a bigger fool for you."
Yes.
I'll look when you get to that level where you're just like, I don't even care. Like you throw your hands up.
Total abandonment.
And it is a thing of surrendering. It's like, okay, it's nerve wracking. I get it. I'm still sometimes like, man, I don't know these people. Should I put my hands up? Should I pray? Should I do that? Because that's that awkward feeling that first time. But when you do it, you're like, dude, this is amazing. You catch fire, and I hope that's what you guys do. I hope that worship inspires you to catch fire with God and go deeper than you ever have thought about going. That's what it did for me. That's what it did for us.
And that can look different for everybody. I know I learned to worship with my 3-year-old at the time. Oh, yeah. And I was serving in her class, and the teacher came over to me and said, "Hey, did you notice that the kids in your side aren't worshiping because you're not worshiping?" And so I was so nervous to raise my hands, but I did. I raised my hands and I started worshiping, and all the kids around me started to do it. And I was so nervous, but that was seriously my first time ever lifting my hands for God. And it was it was exhilarating, and it was amazing to surrender and to not care anymore, and to watch that it's infectious to the people around us as well. Like, so I think it was just really cool learning with my 3-year-old too. We learned to worship together, and that was fun. So it's not
Yeah.
going to look the same for everyone.
Yeah, and it does change you. It changes your character. Over time, it changes your. It definitely changes your attitude. Anytime we're stressed, we if you can prepare yourself to
Mhm.
put on anything, any worship music, it'll help you, especially at your age. You know, just push through it and worship. And I wish I would have discovered worshiping God when I was in high school or even junior high. Uh, and I think my whole direction would have changed. You know, I wouldn't have caused a lot of heartaches and sorrow. And,
Yeah. Even my son, we have a 9-year-old, and he's got terrible nightmares, really bad ones, and he did as well as a kid. So
yeah.
he knows to get his worship music and put it on every night on his Alexa device, so he can sleep, and it protects his sleep. He does not have nightmares on the nights that he puts worship music on, which I think is such a powerful weapon as well. We forget how powerful worship is, and how real God's presence is when we worship. And my son, I hear him wake up and he sings the songs, and it's just such an amazing way to wake up in the morning to hear my son worshiping God. And he's only 9 years old, and it encourages me, and I know it probably encourages Anthony too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's powerful.
Well, we hope that you guys will enjoy the rest of the conference, and I can't wait to hear stories. Please dive in and just worship God, seek after Him with
Absolutely.
everything you have, and you will not regret it. I promise you that. We promise you that. So, hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Bye, guys.
Bye.